we're in the Declutter series. I'm now into bronzers, so that's powder bronzer, cream bronzer, contour, that kind of stuff. This is what we are working with today. So I've got a few here and then a big tub full. So I do want to declutter some of these down. I absolutely look like a tramp today, but it's a no makeup kind of day today. Also, really annoying side note, but if you watch my blush declutter, which went really well, however, then I found so many blushes afterwards. But luckily, none of them I wanted to declutter. I found my Charlotte Tilbury Love Heart blush. Like, this is how bad it is because I forgot I had all those. My Huda Beauty liquid blush. I found my Patrick Tart blush duo. Like, what the hell? How have I forgotten all of those? So yeah, luckily they weren't to be decluttered, so I've put them in with the blushes anyway, and now we've moved on to bronzers. So now we're good to go. So just going to move this tub out the way a second and start off with these stragglers. So I wanted to declutter quite a few bronzers because quite a few of these aren't my shades anymore, or I don't reach for them, yada yada yada. And yeah, so first of all, we've got the Gimme Sun Cream Medium Deep Bronzer. Love this. It's one of my favourites from Doll Beauty. Definitely keeping this. Then I've got these three P. Louise The Cheek of It bronzers. Obviously this does not look like a bronzer to me. So this is the Butter Brulee. It was the lightest one, to be fair. I think I got this in the budget box, which I have restarted the budget box now, so I am going to be doing those videos again. But yeah, that's obviously not a bronzer for me. I think I did want to use that as like a concealer once upon a time, I believe, or to cut out my bronzer. Why can I put the sponge back on? But I never actually used it, so then what's the point of me keeping it? So I'm going to declutter that. And then I've got these two shades, Baked Biscuit and then Gingerbread Glaze. Oh, Gingerbread Glaze, no. Yeah, Gingerbread Glaze, it looks very dark. And then Baked Biscuit, I believe I got actually out of the Advent calendar like 2 years ago. But it's quite a bloody thing's back on now. So that looks, I think that'll be too dark for me, and that's probably a little bit too light, to be honest. It's like quite red toned. I think that's more of a blush. Oh, it is liquid blush. Ha! I'll put that in with the blushes then. I thought that was a bronzer. Okay, I'm going to declutter this bronzer because, to be fair, I have got the Sport for Choice bronzer palette from P. Louise, and I'd rather keep that, so I'm going to declutter this because it's far too dark for me. Do I want to keep this as a blush shade for like a muted blush? Yeah, I'm going to keep this but put it in with my blushes. And then we've got the HMB Glossy Skin Tint. This is in the shade 3. It is very glossy. It is nice, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Then I've got these two from Beauty Bay, the liquid bronzers in the shade Walnut and Cacao. I've got these in a duo set, so I'm going to keep these because I love the soft, moussey texture that they have. Then I've got this e.l.f. liquid bronzer and contour. This is in the shade Medium. I've been using this and I do really like it. It's very pigmented. Then I've got my Rare Beauty one, which I got for my birthday in the shade Serene. Gonna keep this. Then I was kindly sent these from Maybelline, the lifter sticks. So did work out there's 2 shades that are good for me and then 2 shades that aren't. So I think I'm gonna go for, what shade is this? I don't know what shades they are. 65, 45, 30 and 85. So I think they're the lightest and the darkest. So I'm gonna declutter those, and then I'm going to keep these 2 for me. So yeah, because I've tried them out and I do really like them. Then I've also was sent these Rimmel ones, and to be fair, I'm pretty sure they both work for me. There's, what one's that? That's tan bronze, and then we've got medium. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm going to keep hold of both of them, so I'm pretty sure I can get them both to work. And then I've also got this Rare Beauty, which I love this one. This is the original contour stick or bronzing stick, and this is in the shade Always Sunny. Oh, I've got this MUA. This is actually a foundation stick, but I use this as a bronzer, and it comes with the brush on the end as well to blend it out. Albeit it doesn't do a very good job of it, but I do quite like MUA because plus it's going to add coverage as well, so I'm going to keep hold of that. Is my beloved Huda Beauty Tantour, and I used to love this. This is so good at actually contouring and like snatching your face, especially nose contour. It is so old, but I just can't part with it yet, so I'm going to keep hold of this. I might have to buy a new one because I know that they have recently been on sale, and I definitely need to get a new one before it goes out of stock and discontinues. And then we've got the Made by Mitchell Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. Love this, keep on hold of that. The Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sunkiss Glow Bronzer. This is in shade medium 2, and this is actually in my everyday drawer at the moment. And whenever I wear this, I get confidence of how nice and bronzy I look, so definitely going to keep hold of that. Then we've also got this Makeup by Mario one. This is the medium Soft Sculpt Transformer Skin Enhancer. Keeping this, love that. This Peach and Cream one is so underrated. It just gives such a nice, gorgeous, bronzy flush to the skin, and this is in the shade Sunbaked, so keeping that. Relatively new as well. Got another Gimme Sun Cream bronzer, but this is in the shade medium. It does work, but I prefer medium deep, so I'm going to keep both of those. Then I've also got the Gimme Contour, and if you don't know from my previous videos, I do have 10% discount code with Doll Beauty, so I'll leave that down below. This is in the shade medium, again really really nice, so I'm going to keep that. Then I've got a Jordana T-shirt bronzer duo. So this comes with the cream bronzer and then also the powder. I absolutely love the Jordana T-shirt duos. I said that in my last video about the blushes, so highly recommend. This is the reformulated version in the shade Honey Glow, so keeping that. It's MUA Makeup Academy cream bronzer, really good for drugstore, and it's dead creamy as well. I think it was like £3 or £5, something like that. But I'm going to keep that for if I want to do like drugstore videos. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is the Primark Foundation and Contour Stick. Everyone who uses this is because it's a recommendation from Jordan Lipscomb, but it's just so good. And you know what I love using this for? Like your nose and underneath your lips, for that shadow to like give you the illusion of having big lip. And then I've got a few like little milk minis. So I've actually got two. Are they both the same? Baked Matte Bronzer. Yeah, they're both the same, but you know what? These are really good for travelling. If I just want a little small cream. To be fair, I think this one's too old, so I'm going to have to get rid of that one. And then I've got this brand new one, so I'm going to keep this. I've got the original Jordana T-shirt duo. This is in Fiji Fling, so it's a different shade, which is why I'm going to keep it. There's the powder on top. So it's the other way around, and then the cream. I think I'm going to keep it. Does look quite light. Okay, maybe not. I am going to declutter it. I think it'll be too light for me now. Another Makeup by Mario product. This is the what is it? The Soft Sculpt Shaping Stick in medium. I think I'm nearly out, to be fair. Yeah, I'm down to the last bit, so this could probably be decluttered soon. Really good bronzing stick though. I've got an e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty One Contour. I don't think I've even, which is really good. Oh. Just that texture, I don't know if you can see. Look at that on there. It just makes it feel a bit weird. Quite a nice contour shade, to be honest. I think I'm going to keep hold of it. Yeah, I'm going to keep hold of it and then just see if I use it. And then we've also got the Charlotte Tilbury original one, so definitely keeping hold of that. Got the Refi Cream Bronzer in the shade Sand, which I have not used this in ages. So let's see. Oh, it looks a bit grubby, to be honest. And quite hard. No, I'm going to get rid of that, declutter that. I've got this P. Louise Cream Bronzer Palette, same as the Peachy Trio shade, but I'm just going to declutter that. I've never used it, never reached for it. Now, I've not used this for a while, but it is a very... Obviously it's a contour, isn't it? So I'm going to keep hold of it, I think. I don't really reach for it, but I'm going to keep hold of it. And if I still haven't used it by the time I do my next declutter, then I'll get rid of. But in case I really do want to contour and shape my face. And then speaking of pink honey, I've got 2 more of the BFF bronzer and face frosting. So this one is in Milky Mocha, which I think I might declutter actually, because it is a very light shade and that does not go for me anymore. So I'm going to declutter that. That was the first one I ever bought from Pink Honey, to be fair. And then we've got cookie butter, which I think would be better for me now. Oh, it's a brand new one because my friend actually borrowed my other one and then she brought me a new one, which was really nice of her. And you know what, I forgot about it, so I'm going to keep this and then hopefully use it again. Then I've got this Fenty Beauty cream bronzer, which I've not used for a while. Look how grubby again it looks. But I used to really love this. So yep, still works well, so I'm going to keep hold of it. Just needs a good clean. God, this chair is so creaky. And then I got this Revolution cream bronzer. This was actually really raved about, but I definitely think this is more of a contour than a bronzer. It looks quite bronzy in the pan, and it's definitely very creamy, but you see how cool tone that looks? So I think that would be more of a contour, but nevertheless it was still a really nice product, so I'm going to keep it. I've actually got loads of cream bronzers. I didn't think I had this many cream bronzers. Oh, I've got this Be Perfect bronzer in the shade Toasted. I don't think I've used this since I did my video, Be Perfect video, like a few years ago, which is really bad. So let's see if it's still creamy. It is, but I think that'll be too light for me, so I'm going to declutter that. And then last cream bronze is this collection one, cream to powder bronzer. I think this only do one shade. I've not used this yet, but this was like meant to be the Chanel dupe. Look how satisfying that looks, but I don't know if it's going to be my shade. No, that's too light. So I'm going to declutter this, which is a shame that I've just ruined that little bit there by swatching it. So I'm going to declutter that. So they are all the creams. So this is what I'm down to for my creams, which is a good amount. So now we need to do powders, and I don't actually have a lot of powder bronzers. Look at this now. So first of all, the Dole Beauty Gimme Sun. I use this all the time. Probably my favourite powder bronzer. This is in the shade medium. You can see it's very well used, and I just love it. It's just a staple in my collection, so obviously keeping that. I don't think I will declutter many powder bronzers. Same in the Charlotte Tilbury. You can see I've hit pan on this. Definitely love this. This is in the airbrush bronzer in the shade 2 medium again. I've got the Physicians Formula butter bronzer. Nearly used all of this, so I think by the end of the year I'll be able to use all of this up. So that is a mission I'm willing to do. Then we've got the Made by Mitchell Bronze Pod. Now this is really pretty. It's got a slight gold shimmer to it, but I do like it, so I'm going to keep it. And this is in the shade Caramel Cup. I've got the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer. Do also really like this one as well. It is lit like a smidge too dark, so I do use it with a light hand. This is Butter Off. Oh shit. Then we've got a classic Hoola Benefit, so definitely going to keep that. Love that. I've got my Milani Dolce Baked Bronzer. I do like a baked bronzer. I've had this for quite a while and I don't know if it will show up on me now. I'm going to declutter this one. I've got my MAC Dark Tan. Definitely keeping this. I love this bronzer. My Vive Modern Bronzer, which actually comes with 2 shades. Yeah, definitely going to keep that. I've got NARS Laguna, which I forgot I even had, to be honest. Such a soft bronzer. Yeah, I'm going to keep that. And then I've got these 2 from Body Shop, which are like shimmery brick bronzers. And you know what? I used to really love these. Don't know if they're even going to show up. That one doesn't show up. This one was a newer one, so let me see if this one does. I'm going to declutter both these. They're so old now. So wow, so I'm left down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bronzer, powder bronzer. That's actually really good. So I think I'll be able to fit it all in here now. So let me just try. Oh shit. Oh, and it fits all in there nicely. So they are all my bronzers. So that's my bronzer declutter all done. Sorry if you can hear my chair creaking. It's actually really annoying me now, to be honest. But yeah, bronzer declutter all complete. And now I'm going to tackle my powders, because I got loads of powders, but I only really gravitate towards probably a handful. And I'm quite sad actually, because my favourite powder my friend's actually got, because she accidentally took it home from Italy, and I haven't repurchased a new one yet. But I think I will. Anyway, I'm going to jump off here, take a quick drink, and then we're going to film that, so it will be up soon. So if you want to see my powder declutter and my highlighter declutter, please stay tuned. If you got to the end of this video, well done you. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Let me know your comments down below, and hopefully I'll actually see you in the next one. Bye!